more rainfall and flash floods in certain cities. So I would always tell you here to please keep yourself warm. I beg. You cannot afford to fall ill. Ha! Illness now for rich people now. Even rich people are complaining. So please make sure you take care of yourself and don't fall ill. Welcome to the Evening Rush, where we get to dissect issues across Nigeria's socio-economic and political landscape. Issues that generated quite the buzz, generated quite the conversation, during the day. And obviously what we try to do is to have a logical comprehension of these issues, an astute analysis of these issues to your better understanding. And obviously at some point during the conversation, you get to contribute via phone call or WhatsApp. Tell us your own permutations, recommendations, criticism, and a contribution generally to the conversations that we have here. So my name is Esther Machiku. Welcome. Today promises to be very interesting. Today promises to be quite engaging. So please tell a friend to join us on the program. It is VOP 903 FM. That is the dial. Voice of the People 90.3 FM. If you do not know, that's basically the dial. And I am Esther Wachiko, and the Evening Rush has officially commenced. Now, for a couple of you who want to join us virtually, you can actually go into YouTube. We always stream most of our programs right here virtually. So any time of the day, wherever it is you are, you can come back to it to take a listen to it, properly assimilate, comprehend, and even in the comment section tell us what you think as well, so you're not left out, all right, on the kind of conversations that we have here. So go onto YouTube, type VOP 903 FM, and voila, you're in. Now today, the president wrote to the House of Reps seeking approval for extra $47 million for Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway project. And based on that approval, it's meant to amend the 2025-2026 federal government external borrowing plan, which is meant to address financial shortfalls. The letter, which was contained and signed by Finance Minister Wale Edu and read by the Speaker of the House, Tajuddin Abbas, during plenary today, they're advocating and indicating an additional $47 million is needed for the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway project, which has risen from $700 million to $747 million. Also, the $300 million Nigerian Universal Communication Access Project also aims to provide mobile communication access to over 21 million people across 4,834 unconnected communities, particularly in remote and underserved areas, through the deployment of 7,000 telecommunication towers. Very good one. All right, very good one. But now, the big question is this: when Nigerians heard about this small fund, what exactly is the rush? For example, I want you guys to know something, that based on reports or statistics, 13 major ongoing road projects are on right now under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and I don't think that they are completed. These roads are major roads, and let me mention them. Under the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu since 2023, 13 major infrastructural key projects, 13 major roads are being worked on. All right. Others have been on during the previous administration, which he inherited and decided to continue. So let's look at these 30 major road projects. You have the Abuja, Kaduna, Zaria, Kano dual carriageway. All right. It's a 164-kilometer Abuja, Kaduna, Zaria dual carriageway. Yes, it connects Abuja, Niger, Kaduna and Kano states. It was awarded to Julius Berger in 2017. The project stalled and remained incomplete until 2023. Good one. All right. Now, 9th Mile Otukpo Makurdi Road. For a lot of you who do food business. Hey, you see my laugh is in steps, is in stratospheres. If you ply that route, now God go help your load. You see that the articulated vehicle that helps you convey that food item is God that will help you. If you're into food business, I'm sure a lot of you know what I'm talking about. Specifically those that transport yam from that axis. You people know very, very well. In fact, you know what happens too during the raining season, okay? So that 9th Mile Otukpo Makurdi Road is ongoing. The dualization of the 9th Mile Otukpo Makurdi Road is a strategic project aimed at reducing travel time and improving connectivity between Enugu, Makurdi, Abuja, and northern Nigeria. So in January 2024, President Bola Tinubu authorized the release of funds for critical road projects nationwide, including this particular vital route. Another one is the Sokoto-Badagry Highway. It's a 1,068-kilometer Sokoto-Badagry Highway which links Nigeria's northern and southern regions. It spans Sokoto, Kebbi, Niger, Kwara, Oyo, Ogun, and Lagos State. The 6-lane highway will include a rail line in its median to enhance trade and connectivity. So in 2024, Dave Umahi announced the commencement of the highway's design. All right. The Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. Remember that these are existing projects. The Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway is the one that the president started himself this year. The first phase has commenced. Now, within Lagos State, they started from Akmadu Bello Way. Construction began in March 2024 and is expected to be completed by May 29, 2025. That's the first phase of this highway. It was awarded to High-Tech Construction Company Limited under an EPC plus F model. The project shifts most financial and construction risks to the contractor, with the federal government providing counterpart funding. Okay, the road will be tolled for 5 to 10 years to recover cost. The full 700-kilometer highway is designed to integrate rail transport and boost coastal trade. It will connect 9 states with multiple spurs to key cities and trade routes, including the Ogoja axis of the Trans-Sahara Corridor for Phase 1. The federal government has confirmed that rail construction along Section 1 will commence in 2025, though the exact month remains undisclosed. Then you have the Enugu-Onisha Expressway, or it's a 107-kilometer dual carriage Enugu-Onisha Expressway is being reconstructed under MTN's Infrastructure Development and Refurbishment Investment. It's a tax credit scheme. Initially delayed due to cost variations, the project is now progressing with construction 50 to 70% complete as of March 25, 2025. You have the Benin-Asaba Superhighway. It's a 125-kilometer Benin-Asaba Superhighway officially flagged off by the federal government in March 2025. You have Oyo Ogbomosho Road. It's a vital infrastructure project in Oyo State. You have Bode Saadu Kaima Kosubosu Road. It's a 130-kilometer Bode Saadu Road in Kwara. Is being constructed under the federal government's Road Infrastructure Tax Credit Scheme. You have the Enugu-Port Harcourt Expressway. It connects Enugu, Anambra, Abia, Imo, and Rivers, strengthening regional trade and mobility. Is a 56.10-kilometer Umuahia-Aba section. It's currently undergoing rehabilitation and reconstruction, with the federal government setting a June 2025 completion deadline. This obviously was flouted by the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, and he has instructed Arab Contractors Limited to complete earthworks by April 2025, with only 2 kilometers of earthwork and 4 kilometers of asphalt work remaining. Well, we're yet to see about that. Second Niger Bridge Access Road is being worked on. Lagos-Ibadan Expressway is a project divided in 2 phases to enhance connectivity and road infrastructure. Obviously, the federal government plans to introduce tolling after Phase 1 to fund maintenance. You have the Bodo-Boni Road. Is a 34-kilometer road project awarded in 2014 for 120 billion naira. It's a joint initiative between the FG and Nigerian LNG Limited, constructed by Julius Berger. So these roads are currently ongoing at the moment, but the thing is, what is essentially, why is Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway the priority? It's a very big question, and that's why I said today is going to be quite engaging, quite interesting as I introduce my guests in the studio. I actually have somebody very different. You haven't really met him before. Please come closer to the microphone. Come closer to the microphone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'd like to hear from you. Please, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome former chairman of the it's quite a I'm coming. I want to take a deep breath to introduce you, because the reason why this conversation is very important is that you're going to help us dissect what this means and how it's going to help trade and investment. So let me properly introduce. He's the former chairman of the National Association of Gas Marketers Southeast South region. Welcome to the conversation, sir. How are you?
Thank you very much.
Please come closer to the mic. I need them to hear you.
Thank you very much.
Tell us your name again.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My good people of Nigeria.
Good evening.
Thank you.
Tell us your name.
My name is Dan Madueke.
Mr. Dan Madueke.
Yes,
welcome to the conversation. Mr. I want you to introduce yourself. Hello, sir. Oh, yeah, introduce yourself.
My name's Lawal Ekundayo.
Mr. Lawal. Why smiling? Welcome. How are you?
I'm a teacher.
Yes, you're a teacher. You're also a social affairs commentator.
And I'm a farmer.
I think you're everything. Let's just put it that way.
I'm not bad, though. I'm not everything. I'm not bad. When you
Is
say
everything bad?
Bad will be part of it. So please remove bad. I'm not bad.
Okay. Mr. Lawal Kundari, thank you for joining us on the conversation this evening.
Okay.
So my question, and a lot of Nigerians are asking, we have all those routes that are still ongoing, right? The refurbishment, the rehabilitation of some of the roads, and they are major roads for transporting goods, right? Specifically farm produce, basically farm produce, building materials. You know, a lot of infrastructure development are even ongoing in other regions. People are building houses, building their businesses, setting up investment opportunities. Real estate is now the order of the day. So most cities are already clamoring for real estate. It's a way of attracting people to come and reside in your state or set up their businesses in their state. And I want to ask, what exactly is the rush with the Lagos-Ibadan Coastal Highway project? What exactly is it about this? What is the gain? What's the immediate gain for those who have to use the road?
Your guess is as good as mine, because if you want to look at it from the perspective of a good Nigerian who knows the conditions, the economic conditions of our state, of our nation, you will see that Nigeria is supposed to give priority to projects that will yield employment, yield money, and yield growth in our GDP. Going to start new projects, especially with borrowed money, to me, doesn't make any sense. We have ongoing projects, inland roads that would enhance the movement of our produce, the movement of even the petroleum products, the movements of everything we do within the country. The coastal highway is good. It will give a long run, effect. It will give a long run result.
Okay.
But at the short run, especially now that Nigeria doesn't have, Nigeria is living on borrowed funds all around.
All the
I
time.
don't think it's just the best thing to borrow money again and put on projects that wouldn't yield immediate return on investment. Thank you.
All right, but again, the reason why I asked you that question is you are one of the National Association chairman of the gas marketers of the Southeast and South region. I'm sure you already understood there were challenges while you were the chairman of those who were on the field, especially the transporters of either premium motor spirit, gas, and all of that across that particular corridor between the south and the southeast. What were their challenges then? What were the major challenges then?
Well, road infrastructure, because it's not only for the gas marketers, it's general.
Okay.
You can see all these trucks that fall, these petroleum product trucks that fall. I know there are other factors that contribute to the accidents that are recorded on these vehicles.
Okay.
Yeah, which includes over tonnage, over tonnage of the trucks. Some of these trucks, our roads are designed to carry 30 metric tons or a maximum of 45 metric tons. And then these trucks sometimes load 60 metric tons. And the load is not spread on evenly on the tires, because overseas a truck can carry 60 metric tons, but it has to be spread. It has to have longer chassis with multiple tires, so that the load will now be spread on these tires. But because we don't give, we don't even have calibrated way bridges where these trucks go into, ascertain the tonnage. You load anything on any truck and then ply on the roads without any person asking you of anything. So that is one of it. But then the problems we've been having concerning these roads is so enormous. It's so enormous that every day you ply on the road, you must see one vehicle that has accident prompted by bad road. And the government is not doing anything about them. You talked about Makurdi Express Road. Yes, each time I travel to Abuja on road, you see multiple vehicles, engaging in different kinds of accidents.
Yeah.
And when you look at the root of those accidents, you see that they boil down to bad road. Either this one was trying to avoid the gallop, and the other one was trying to avoid this pothole, or maybe it depends on what it comes, the kind of a vehicle.
Yeah.
Most of them fall as a result of overloading. Most of them fall as a result of bad road ditches.
And you pour the ditches here.
Ditches. big ditches. So that's it. So I believe that the federal government should concentrate more on renovating these roads, the existing roads, especially now that we have this truncation, now that we have this economic truncation. If I want to explain this thing from the point of view of a businessman, I will tell you that no person borrows money to do projects that won't give him return on investment.
And you should know they're going to toll. According to what the president is, they're going to toll, especially that Lagos-Calabar coastal highway. They will toll. Yeah. That's what they usually do. They toll to get their returns.
Well,
anybody that uses the route, they will toll. They will toll.
Okay, if they will toll, that's a good one. I am not completely against building, constructing new roads. But what I'm interested in is the priority.
Okay. Yes,
preferential treatment. Where you have to prioritize the things that will give you immediate results. The Calabar, Port Harcourt Lagos-Calabar coastal highway, Lagos coastal highway will yield long-run effect, but at the short run, these vehicles are falling every day on our roads.
Considering the fact that
even the Lagos-Calabar expressway, you remember that if you get to Calabar, you will still have to use these link roads to get into the cities, other cities and other states. So the immediate use of this Lagos-Calabar highway is what I'm still thinking about. What is going to yield? If you are talking of building something like a railway line, we will say, okay, the railway line could help to convey petroleum products, could help to convey agricultural produce, and then things of that stuff, or convey goods from Port Harcourt Wharf to Lagos to Calabar to everywhere. But if you are talking of expressway, roads, well, I'm still to learn what we are going to gain from it.
There are talks that the 700-kilometer highway, which is designed to integrate rail transport and boost coastal trade, is meant to connect 9 states with multiple spurs to key cities and trade routes. And it's going to span almost how many years? It's going to take almost like 10 or 8 years thereabout to be completed, because they were just done with the first phase. That was when the president came to commission it right here in Lagos. So the second phase is to begin. That's basically what the president is writing the House of Reps for $47 million. All right, for the coastal highway project. Remember, it's also part of the 2025 budget. Monies have been set aside in the 2025 budget for that. But it's not that Nigerians are saying it's a bad initiative. To them, they feel there are pressing issues that these monies are meant to be designated for, that Nigerians will feel the effect immediately. This, they feel they will not feel the effect immediately. Secondly, they also think is an elitist move. They think it's something that the president is doing for his businesses along that axis to enable them have easy access to some of, especially the Eco-Atlantic City access. These are basically how a lot of Nigerians feel. So that's why they feel, why is this an immediate pressing thing for you to focus on when there are other aspects, other sectors that will affect, the people, that there will be immediate effect, that all these monies are meant to be siphoned to. What do you say about that, Mr. Lawal?
Building infrastructures is not the problem, because we need infrastructures.
Okay.
The country is lacking so behind in infrastructures.
Yes.
Even the coastal road is a welcome development. But the thing is this: one, is it going to benefit us in the short run? Is it going to, when you say benefit, when you say benefit, you are talking about whether you are going to recuperate the money back at all. Because when you say you want to tow a road to recover your money, that's the only way you want to recover the money. What about if you expect the volume you expect of vehicles that will ply the road did not reach that level? Have you considered that? That's why when people go into a project, they try as much as possible to, make it in phases.
It's in phases.
No, I'm not. The phase I'm talking about. It's not the phases of the distance. I'm talking about the phases of the structure. So they start with 2 lanes, two lanes. Then when they see that, the volume is turning up, they will expand it. That's why you see that there is always a setback. Have you noticed that? Look at this express road. Look at this express road here. this Murtala Muhammed Express Road, they did not just put money there and make it something that you see now, that somebody did. They didn't do it that way. They started with 2 lanes first because the traffic was not heavy that time. So it gives them opportunity to have money to divert to other projects, so that you have these projects.
In trenches.
Yes, in trenches. Thank you. So you do 2 lanes first, then you leave space for the others to expand. The train is coming in, then you see the volume that comes in, then you now move to the next phase where you look at the volume.
It's in phases.
You are talking about the phase I'm talking about. He understand. It's not the phase of the distance. It's the phase of the expansion, the structure. You want to build a house. You first of all build the first level. You deck it.
Yes.
Then you put the next level. If you go and put a skyscraper in a place where it's a bush, and then you want to recover your money, can you recover that money in 200 years?
Mr. Lawal,
no.
You're talking from the perspective of how will that particular project profit them. Is that what you're saying? Even if they're doing it by tolling, but how do they think they will recover those funds?
Yes.
10 years.
So there are 2 types of phases. There's the distance phases where you measure in kilometer.
Okay.
And there's the structural phases where you say, okay, we are dualizing. You say they will say you are dualizing, you are adding train, you are adding, but this thing has to do in phases, so that when you start with the first.
I get you. What I'm asking you is, it's not their process, the way they want to go about it. They know how they're going about it, but they've already told us.
It's important to Nigeria because they are borrowing money now.
Wait now, the way they're going about it, or the way they want to go about it, they already have it mapped out. I think they already know those who will be plying the route. Like I told you, it's a strategic. They did it in a strategic way. How and what the essence is, or who are the persons or companies that will be set up along that axis to benefit from that, is what we don't know yet. But like you said, it's a welcome development. The question that Nigerians are asking, is, the administration you inherited. You complained that you met an empty treasure when you came around. No money. People are complaining there is no food. All right? There is deficiency in certain critical infrastructures. When I'm talking about our healthcare sector, some of our general hospitals, state government hospitals, even local government clinics, there's a deficiency in there. All right. Also, education. There is a deficit in infrastructure for our educational sector. Agriculture too. Insecurity is affecting agriculture, in as much as he says he wants to introduce mechanized farming, but it's still way behind. So these are the things that have made food expensive, made education expensive, social welfare, including houses, they're expensive. If you're not working and earning a certain amount of money, you can't live in certain states. You can't even live in certain communities in those states. Some people who work in Lagos have to rent an accommodation at Ibadan. So you see them coming from Ibadan, even as far as Ogun State, thereabouts, to come to Lagos to work, because what they're earning, they can afford possibly a 2 or 3 bedroom flat, but not in Lagos, right there, and to take care of their family. So that is what Nigerians are saying. That look at the volume of money that you're actually siphoning to that the immediate thing that the people will actually feel is what that money should have been done. The infrastructure is not a problem, because you already have other dual roads that are very vital, that are ongoing, that you can actually complete first. You're taking your time in doing this. So they just finished commissioning the first phase, and immediately they have money already. Like he has written to the Senate, it's the sporadic measure of it for them to release more money for the second phase.
That's why you see.
So they're asking, what exactly is the personal interest? Like someone who is trying to run ahead of time, like you need it to be a major thing.
Would they even finish it in 8 years? Look at that Badagry Express Road that started during the time of Fashola. They have not finished it. So how many years now? Fashola 8 years, Ambody 4 years, 12. Sowolu 8 years. How many years now?
That's
close
what we are talking about.
18 years.
These are the projects that have been down, that these monies ought to have tried to complete.
That's why I said,
what is the rush with the Lagos-Calabar coastal highway?
The same error that made that Badagry Expressway a failed project is the same thing that I am afraid of all these projects. You know why? Because instead of you to start with the road, you want to do everything at once, because you want a big money, so that you can collect a big money and every other thing that comes up within that. So the money will look very big. When you now start, you now go that you now begin to face challenge. That's what with that Calabar road. Even if you are doing it and you start with that one we'll talk about now, the money, this every money that you are putting into will have been used to rehabilitate the existing roads that are there. If you travel from here, from Lagos, the moment you cross that Ibadan expressway, you are in trouble. The moment you cross that Ibadan expressway to that Ibadan Ife road, you now begin to, you are in trouble with the roads. You are in trouble. Now, the thing is this, before we now talk about the other ones, you now begin to say pockets of they did this one, they didn't do this one, they did this one, they did. When you prioritize, you look at what you want to do, and you see that all these ones are already being used at this moment. You put more effort in that one. This one you are doing now supposed to start with the minimum construction level. Then you leave it for the next administration to come in. By that time, the volume of vehicles will have increased. People will have started diverting to that area. You now know that, we need to expand it to this area. We need to expand it to this area. We need to expand it to this area. That's what I'm saying, that you now put so much money into one project and the project swallows it. And you are telling us you will complete in 8 years. Are we going to sit down and be looking until the 8 years?
Now, Mr. Dan, let's come back to you as a businessman. Nigerians are hardworking people. Just provide them the enabling environment, make ease of doing business easy, no overtaxing, no stifling economic policies. Let them just go about their businesses, and every other thing you can continue. If you like, you siphon money. If you like, you eating money is your business. So long as ease of doing business is, very accommodating. Now, that's why I asked Mr. Lawal Ekundai. I said, in as much as the project is a very beautiful initiative, but there are other areas that Nigerians are clamoring for concentration, and that money, finance is needed. Why is that not a priority?
Well, I am not in government, but if I am to talk about the issues surrounding, the issues that the issues surrounding our choices in Nigeria, I would say that most of our politicians are not business inclined.
Okay.
Yes. I would say that 70 or 80% of them are not business inclined.
Why
Most
you
of
say
them,
so? Okay.
Yeah, what I mean by that is you have to be in business to know what it takes to be a businessman. You don't just look at every businessman as a money a printer.
Okay.
For instance, you see that most of these governors and even federal government are clenching on businessmen to pay taxes.
Yes,
to pay taxes, multiple taxes. This multiple taxation. These people will come, local government will come, state government will come, the federal government will come.
Don't forget Agberu will come.
Different people will be going to the same people.
Police will
Whereas
come.
you go to people like, you go to China, for instance. I went to China. I was importing fuel pumps, dispensing pumps from China. I was importing a lot of things from China in the past. They told me, the companies that I went to, the manufacturing companies I went to, told me that their government gave them 10 years tax rebate, that they don't pay any tax. And that the money with which they are doing these projects were given to them by the federal government. That they were sponsored by the federal government because they created employment for people. And they were generating money for the government. It is not only by taxation that you generate money for the government. You can generate money for the government by generating foreign exchange. These people were producing these products and we're selling them to all other countries in the world. So what it means is that they make their money from other people outside the world. If I am giving this volume of money you talk about, that they want to invest in this road, I will use it to create employment for 5 million people. Yes. Because there are so many things we don't have in Nigeria. Okay. I came back the other day with United Air. You know what I saw in United Air? Fork, spoons, and cutleries made with bamboo. Cutleries made with bamboo. Yes. I took one of them. Because I told them that there are so many things we don't even think about.
And it's meant to be environment friendly.
Yes,
they want to do it with plastics.
Bamboo is everywhere. You can use this bamboo to actually make produce so many things. There are so many things we have in Nigeria that we don't, that we don't exploit. And we're talking about tax. Even if a company is dying, you go there and clench on the company and tell the company to pay tax. And you will see, I will promise you, just mark my words. in a very short while, so many companies will begin to fold up.
So many companies
Yes,
have.
they're already doing that.
Yes, I will tell
About
you.
seven-
Let me
almost
tell you,
more
yes,
than
because I was
7.something
discussing with
million
a
companies
manager
have
in
closed
Coca-Cola. He told me that they've closed in about 5 states.
Coca-Cola.
Yes, and that they're going to close down furthermore, because people don't calculate. They just look at them as a big company. You know, look at them as Coca-Cola. This is Pepsi. This is that. That because you have all this infrastructure and all this equipment in the
That means you have money.
that you have to have money, which is wrong. Things don't work that way. These people, and remember that these people are the people that are creating this employment for the subsector. Yes, they create employment. At the end of every month, they struggle to pay these salaries, and you have to pay reasonably enough for your workers to be able to do what? To solve their problems.
They need funds for maintenance, the materials
They need
use,
funds for
the
transportation,
hygienic,
they need funds for everything, for their rent,
For
as
the
you
rent
mentioned.
as well.
There's some people come to work from Ibadan to,
Yes, exactly.
to Lagos. Is it the right thing? Where companies are supposed to provide accommodation, provide enabling work environment for your workers, and for other businesses to thrive around you. So if a worker is coming to work from Ibadan to Lagos, probably he spends 2 hours to come from Ibadan to Lagos, and then in the night, maybe if he ends his job at 4 or 5 or 6,
He starts
he
traveling
takes another
back.
2 hours again to go back to Ibadan, and the following day he comes back from Ibadan. Do you think he will be satisfied?
Obviously
Do you think
not.
he will
Physically, he would even break down.
he will break down? He will break down. So I don't know how to advise our government, but what I will say is that people should look at all other sectors, all the other things, all the other enabling environment, all other enabling factors
Okay.
that will help to the growth of our economy. If road infrastructure is good, but I think that there are other things that should be prioritized. There are other things that should be given more attention to. In order to do what? In order to create employment, in order to grow our GDP,
Yeah.
in order to grow productivity, in order to grow inclusiveness. Yes, if you give enabling environment, every person will be happy. But now, so many people are not happy. You are building roads. How many people own cars? All those roads, how many people own cars? 70% of Nigerians don't own cars. If you don't know, no. Yes, they don't own cars. They can't even afford to ply the good vehicles that will run on those roads, that will ply those roads. Some of them sit at the back. We have just turned back to what used to obtain in the 50s. Some people sit at the back of 911 to travel from Makurdi to Lagos because they cannot afford to enter luxurious buses.
Yes.
So I don't know where to start with. Thank you very much.
Even those who have vehicles, they are parking it now. Many of them, because they can't afford the fuel and the oil and the maintenance, so they just park it and keep it. There was a time I went to VI Ikoyi, and then he locks, called us to enter, that he wants to take us to the bus stop just for us to pay him 300 naira.
Oh.
I was wondering. I was afraid to first enter. You see, because people are now. That's why I said that when you put you want such a project, and then you want to put all the resources at once into the
and I will tell you something. I will tell you something about road project. You see, these road projects. You said something that is right. That is from the point of view of most of us, but what obtains with these people is that they want that money in bulk, and you know what they do? They use this money to do piling. Do piling. They pile and pile and pile and pile to create the first layer of that road. And you know what happens? If they don't get enough money to continue to seal those roads and they construct drainages, within the next 2 rainy seasons, the whole piling will be washed away.
Yes, it happens to this Badagry Express Road now.
And once this piling is washed away, you cannot even see where that money was invested. So what it means is that at every point in time, you see, they will continue from where they stopped. I mean, they will not continue from where they stopped. They go back to start again, to do the piling again.
Yes.
But like you said, if they do this thing in tranches, yes, if they do, that is why you go to these countries. You go to even Dubai here. You go to Dubai, you will see that this place had 2 roads, dual carriage roads before, and then you come again, you see that it's now 6 lane. You come again, it will become 8 lanes. It happens even in the United States. It's not everything you just carry on at the same time.
So it looks flashy to everybody that we are doing a giant project, an elephant project.
Yeah, you have to use your brain to know how to
carry these things along. You want to do a BRT, you put a train,
What is important is to achieve success. Because if you do the 700-kilometer road, even if they are dual carriage road, 2 going, 2 coming, and you achieve it to the end.
Yes, within a year or 2 years, you have already completed to Calabar.
That's a good one. So that money, all this volume of money you are trying to inject in will be seen by people.
And the project that will never be ready in year. If you have done it in trenches, you could have finished from Lagos to Calabar in 2 years. You will have done, in fact, in less than 2 years, you will have completed it to that place. People will see, then they say, okay, as time goes on, this thing needs to be expanded. Then you add to it. No, we need to train. You add to it. By that time, you will be seeing the profit. You will be recuperating the money back, and then you will be pushing it back into the project. Look at the one in this, sir. Look at the one in this local airport where you pass through Naku to get to local Ikeja. Do you know how long that toll gate has been there? We don't even know when it's going to end. You know this toll gate where you pass this airport road
from international to local.
Yes, to local. Look at that. That toll gate has been there since. So we don't even know when it's going to stop. Yeah. We begin to wonder: are you still collecting the money? Since up till now, you are still collecting the money for this road.
All right. These are the issues anyways, and that's why we're having this conversation, because Nigerians have been complaining, although they will say Nigerians like to lament and all that, but these are very understandable angles to look at how Nigerians feel they have been isolated from having to be prioritized when it comes to their needs. And now that's why we're hearing the birth of coalitions, ADC, opposition parties seem to have been truncated. Nigerians rely on political parties to actually fight the government of the day, not physically, but in terms of questioning all of this whenever you know they wheel it out, put them on their toes. When you know that you're going to release a statement like this, you know that the opposition would rally you, they will question you, they'll critique it. So you'll be very careful when you come up with initiatives like this. But obviously our opposition is literally non-existent, and that is why Nigerians are now focused on politics, because to them they feel the only time their voices resonate is possibly during elections. And so anything you're saying to them right now as to, you guys be patient, President Bola Tinubu is working, you may not see it in the short term, but trust me, in the long run, they're not listening to that anymore. They're tired. The previous administration did not help. All right, so right now they just want the current party out. There's also this impression and perception that the president is only the people profiteering from this administration are his goons, his people, and it's not the wealth supposedly is not spread across, and that when things are this difficult for Nigerians, obviously they feel that there's going to be more raping of the national resources if he needs to continue, and so that's why you see a lot of persons having to concentrate on politics. But let's take a listen to this. First of all, this is Akpabio speaking at the Senate today. Let's listen to him.
The whole country is very proud of what this administration has done in the way and manner President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was honored and was buried. And you can see, even from President Buhari's President Buhari was honored and buried. And distinguished Senator Nengi, you also observed that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will not be forgotten for what he did during the burial ceremonies of President Muhammadu Buhari. So, in the Senate, we are also determined to ensure that and the whole country is very proud of what this administration has done in the way and manner President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was honored and was buried. And you can see, even from...
It's not a
Are you sure it's not AI?
It's not AI.
Are you sure it's not comedy?
It's not AI.
Are you sure?
Is this the first time Akpabio is gaffing?
No.
Is this the first time?
No. Another governor said the same thing. Have you forgotten? Another governor said that thing, the same thing.
Most of them made the same
mistake. Yes, now he made the same mistake.
Why are they making that mistake? Why are they goofing?
This is an expensive thing now.
Very, very expensive. Mistake. Very expensive mistake.
I don't understand for these people. I'm not on national television.
And he keeps making the same like three times or 4 times on the same sentence.
He's a constant. The man always gaffes.
But are you
He used
sure?
to miss Ian. I don't know.
Okay, what about the Uzodinma? What do you call his name now? Yes, look at his own too before he now reverse it.
To be honest with you,
I don't know.
I can understand it as a mistake because I also did that mistake.
I was going to.
Yes, I also did that mistake. That very first day it happened, I was like, condolences to because Muhammadu Buhari he was the just immediate past president, so it was understandable. But the thing with Godswill Akpabio is that this is not his first gaffe. Prayers will be sent to your account. They said there is press here. Okay, no. First of all, he said monies will be sent to your account.
Yeah, I remember that.
They said there's press here. Okay, prayers will be sent to your account, to your email. It's not the first time. The other time too, during the Fubara situation, he politicized at during the solemnization of this guy that died via helicopter crash, former Access Bank, Wigwe. He did the same thing too. And so he
did it to us too. Now when we are going for protest, so while you are going on protest, we'll be eating and drinking. He said that. So.
Anyway, I think that's so that we'll take a little bit of a breather in all this. Now, let's move on to the other issue. The issue concerning.
So this one doesn't involve any discussion. It's just a.
I mean, what do you want to say? It's a slip of the tongue, right?
Okay,
it's a slip of the tongue.
The tongue is sleeping. He didn't bite himself, and he keeps sleeping every now and then.
You guys,
maybe you should go and change the tongue.
Chill for the man. I don't know the man. I don't know. It's a long thing.
And he keeps saying it over and over, and the same, not differently, on the same
National Assembly.
And he keeps saying it, and he keeps saying.
Okay, so let's look at this. The coalition itself. Right? For example, the APC was meant to have their National Executive Council meeting. They've shifted it to the Aso Villa. They want to choose their chairman, also look at the constitution review. There's a committee for the constitution review. They need to present all of that and other restructuring processes that needs to take place. But I think this looks like an avenue for the APC to talk because the coalition seems to be on the lips of everybody. Amechi went to Rivers State today to gain support for the ADC, saying that Tinubu, he's there to ensure that Tinubu is not brought back in 2027. But right now in the National Assembly, we have the APC being represented by 70 senators, the PDP 28, Labour Party 5, SDP 1, NNPP 1. The majority now is the APC. So as it stands right now, when it comes to if you want any decision of yours, any bill to be passed, you really need to curry favor with the APC. And for those who are in the opposition, that is the NNPP, SDP, Labour Party, and even the 28 PDP lawmakers, because they are now more than the others, they will need to liaise. And that is what is causing the defection. Because right now, if you have any process, any project, you need these guys to sign off for you. And I heard that they bully them. They bully them there when it comes to things like this. You want to pass a bill, you need to negotiate, you need to lobby, and you're going to be lobbying with people that are not in your party because the majority carries the vote. So are we going to see any form of equality? If you have more APC members, right, in the National Assembly, they want to pass bills, they want to make decisions, is it obvious that all the time, if anything that comes from the presidency, even if the opposition opposes it, it will pass because majority are APC members. They will definitely support anything from the executive.
That has been going on since now. You are just saying it. Something that has been going on since. When somebody talk about budget padding and it was suspended or whatever because of that, does that worth it? Or somebody's seat was changed without a notice, and she voiced her, instead of you to apologize, sorry, we're supposed to inform you before. You turn it into something like a fight. You see, so you can see the way that it's like something like a court going on in there. I don't understand what I'm going to say because that's what is going on. So this one has been going on since. You see that many lawmakers cannot speak. That's why you see them, maybe doing the defection. But I don't think that defection it shows that they don't actually know their job.
It's not about knowing their job.
Okay.
The truth is that Nigeria is turning into a one-party state, and that will not be good for our democracy. You know what it took us to get this democracy? It took us a lot. Yes. And this one-party system may not be very, very good for the nation. Because in the US, they have one slogan. that competition makes every business to thrive. If you don't have competition in whatever you are doing, you will become redundant. You will become arrogant.
Yes.
You will become, unindustrious. It is only when you have competition, when you know that if you wake up tomorrow, that the other person is standing there to monitor what you will do. You understand that people are watching you. It is only when you have that at the back of your mind that you will do what? Step up to do the right things.
Yeah.
It won't cost us anything to do the right things. I will tell you that all this money people amass will not take them to anywhere. I am telling you the truth. No matter the volume of money you think you are keeping for your children, if God doesn't want that money to stay with your children will die even in your presence. Yes, not about you. Because all these politicians, most of them are between 50 and 70 years. So none of them will live more than 20 years anymore.
80s.
Or some of them are even in the 80s.
They reduce
so
their
what are you doing with money that you cannot think twice? Think of what you would do to bring a kind of balance. All this insecurity you hear everywhere is because there is a lot of disparity between the rich and the poor. There is a very wide gap between the rich and the poor. What they do in the US that make them tick, or that makes them talk about themselves, is that they try to make sure that every person in the United States is engaged in something. That at the end of the month, that every person goes home with something tangible to be able to offset his or her bills. Yes. And the moment you will be able to, even if you make $10,000 in the US and spend the same $10,000 or $9,500, you will be happy. Because you will have all your basic needs within that range of money. You will live in a good house. You will buy whatever you want to buy. You go to the groceries and buy whatever you want to buy. Pay for everything. It sustains you. At the end of the month, even if you don't keep millions, you will be going. Yes. But Nigeria is a situation where 70% of people, including some of these businessmen you see, 70% of people are unemployed. Yes. 70% of people are unemployed, including the so-called businessmen that you call businessmen. Some people have businesses of 5 million naira. At the end of the month, they don't even make up to 200,000 naira to eat. They don't even make up to 50,000 naira. And every day, maybe any day he suspects that the tax collectors will come, he will close the shop and run away so that they don't go home and hold him and tell him to pay from his capital. We have a lot of problems in Nigeria. And it is only when our senators, all our leaders, begin to think back, begin to look at our people with empathy, with a little bit of love, with kindness, that they will begin to see these things that I'm saying. You cannot see it when you don't look down to see what is happening at the background of the people you lead. Yes, if you have 7 brand new cars that you move around with, brand new cars, you can never know what somebody who doesn't have any car, or somebody who has one that is even troubling him. He can't even maintain the car, and you are telling him to pay multiple taxation. So at every time he's under distress. At every time. Thank you.
All right. Mr. Mama Nkoda, do you have anything to add to that?
Well, he has said everything.
Most of what you want to say.
Yes.
All right. Now, River State, former River State Governor Richmond Michi is now going to get, a lot of support for the ADC, saying that Tinubu must leave there by 2027, that his administration does not favor Nigerians. But the big question that a lot of Nigerians are asking is, what does the ADC have to offer? Is it about making sure that Tinubu does not win the elections in 2027? What is that new thing in your template? And they're not buying this whole, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. No. What is that, even if it is one or two actionable thing, logically convincing, that resonates with the people, and you're going to give them a little bit of an idea of how you intend to tackle this? You don't want to let out your secret anyways to the government of the day, because the government of the day made similar promises during the 2023 elections or prior to that. During the 2015 elections, they had told you that they were going to provide security, regurgitate the economy, make sure that, every other sector that has gone moribund is revitalized. They were going to fight corruption, because according to them then, the PDP was so corrupt that it met an empty treasury, that it looted a lot of funds. So They waited 8 years. They didn't see any of that happen under Buhari. Then the president came. His own is not to fight corruption. The president came and said for him education, agriculture, infrastructure,
and subsidy removal. At least he did that one.
Yes. Those are the things he said he was going to focus on. Providing initiatives for young persons to get jobs in a large scale, looking at how they will attract foreign investment in the country. Obviously, that's what he said. Promised to reduce the purchasing power and widen the tax net. All of this are basically what he promised, and he's already implementing them. But the people at the grassroots are complaining, and that is what is birthing the ADC. The PDP that was meant to be a strong opposition, they have intermarried with the APC. It's almost like PD APC, so there's no difference. Okay, the NNPP, I think they dissolved immediately after the 2023 elections. Nothing effective. We saw what transpired within the Labour Party, that it became so liquidated. There's no left, there's no right, when you are having three different structures with different names in a particular a building, and it's not, there's no collective decision there. The ADC was birthed, but there are complaints about the set of persons in the ADC, what they stand for, the same old persons in the polity, and what is that thing? That's what Dati Baba Ahmed is asking. What are you offering?
Now you are okay.
Dati Baba Ahmed said.
So, can I respond?
Okay, go ahead.
Now, one thing is, you have said something that ADC cannot let out the cats out of the bag for now. So we give that to them. Second, see, there's a difference between a leader who sees himself as a demigod and a leader who sees himself as a servant. They are not the same.
Exactly.
The one who sees himself as a servant, even if he has nothing is bringing on board, when he gets there, he will listen to the voice of the people and begin to act based on what they are crying about.
Yes.
If you sometimes you get to the house, your child has not it's not the food, you have given money to buy food, but the child is complaining about something that you don't even think about, and then you act immediately.
Yes.
Because you care and you listen, so you act immediately. Do you believe that your child will come with headache this afternoon when he come back from school? Of course not. But when the child gets home and begin to complain about headache, you act immediately, you take action, and then you solve that problem. That's a good leader. So you may not come up with anything now, but when you get to that place, you focus on the problem, and then you begin to see results, compared to a leader who seems himself as above all and he doesn't want to listen. So there are two different things. That is one. That's why you see in developed country and developing country, they make sure that the leaders are servants. They don't care where you come from. But when you get there, you are going to work for your money. You are not going to get there and begin to dip your hand into the treasury. They will be paying you salary, just like the American president is collecting salary. With all the power he has, he's paid by the government. Because it's working under the government. It's not different from any civil servant in America. The same thing with Prime Minister of Britain. He will carry his bag all by himself. He will ride a bicycle to the office.
Yes.
And yet he's controlling the whole UK. Because he's a servant. He's coming in to be paid. He will be paid his salary at the end of the month, just like any other person. But in Nigeria, it's a different thing. Because the moment you become a leader, you have absolute control over the treasury. And then you go there, you dip you. By the time you do that, it will be difficult for you to live now. People who are around you, that those things are coming to when you dip your hand into the treasury and they are falling, to them. They will not want you to live now. They'll be encouraging you and blocking all the oppositions.
In other words, what are you saying?
What I'm saying is that, one, the agency cannot disclose their agenda now. They gave their reason, and we can reason with them. Second, a leader. I said a leader. I don't want to begin to mention. I don't want to mention it. What I'm saying, the moment the majority begin to complain about a certain leadership, the automatic thing that comes in is change. That is it. It's automatic.
So that's what Baba Ahmed was asking. How is the ADC going to deliver that?
And
Mr. Dan, let me
I'm coming. Sorry,
that.
please.
How are they
the
going
third one. There's something I want to say about the third one. The third one about leadership is not about, like in Nigeria, it's not about the president only. It's about the totality of the political office, from the chairman to the governor to the reps. So it's not about the president only. By the time you now change the whole system, and then you have a working judiciary, you have a working Senate, a working House of Assembly, a working legislation in the state, that is when the changes can really go around, not about the president only.
Now, he made a very good point. Because for the ADC, they're only looking at the presidential. There have been talks that, the young persons who want to get involved in politics, start being part of these processes. So that you be a House of Rep member, you be a senator, because as it stands now, if, for example, the president is not the favorite of those in the Senate, they could quickly do what you call an impeachment proceeding. And if more than 70 or 78% of them agree to that impeachment, that is it. So in other words, you may have your favorite person to become the president, but then you now have this immediate, let's just use for example, a Peter Obi wins 2027 election, or an Atiku wins the 2027 elections, or an Amechi, any one of them wins the elections, but you have majority in the National Assembly and the Senate as APC members. Obviously, any little thing you do, any decision you want to take, they would criticize it. They would frustrate it. They make you look inept.
They won't even listen. They won't even listen to you.
Do you understand? So when that is the case, you're not having a supportive Senate. Obviously, your leadership will be truncated, and that's why they say, okay, fine. In as much as you're looking towards the presidency, you want your person. You're not looking at the National Assembly. You're not looking at the House of Reps. You're not looking at being a party faithful. That at the grassroots, you'll be a staunch a member pillar for the party. So are Nigerians themselves being lackadaisical in being part of the process to lead, rather than waiting for one individual to be a messiah for them?
Yes.
And that's the questions for you.
Yeah. If you look at all of this, you will discover that ADC, they say, is also made up of all these politicians, all these old politicians. And if you look at it critically, you will notice that, just like you said, that they are just clamoring to get the presidential seat. So why I look at this as something that may not work out easily is the fact that most of the people there may be self-centered. Maybe self-centered. None of them would like to relinquish his quest for a presidency. Most of them want to become the president, and none of them wants to renege for another person to come in. So if you look at them and look at why people move to Peter Obi, you will see that why Peter Obi is a one-man action man, a one-man, what do I call it? One-man action, or whatever. Is because when he started politics, when he started to vie for presidency, he gave a manifesto. He gave people a clue of what he would do. And it registered in people's brains. He told us that when he was flying from Maiduguri to Abuja or whatever, that he saw a large expanse of land. And what occurred to him was how to use the land to begin to do what? To produce, to produce agricultural, agricultural items that could be exported outside Nigeria.
Because we are really not exporting.
Yes, because we are really not exporting anything, almost nothing. So he gave us some manifesto, he gave us some hope of how to rejuvenate some businesses, as he did in Anambra State. When he was in Anambra State, according to he rejuvenated some of the industries, the beer industry, most of them came into action. And if I tell you that these things are still working up to today, creating employment, because what is most important
is creating employment.
Creating employment, contributing to GDP. You understand? And then sustaining itself. You don't have to create businesses that the government will sponsor. For instance, they said the other time they said they were going to create airline for Nigeria. I laughed. How can you create airline for Nigeria? You go and buy 1 or 2 aircrafts with Nigerian money and then pay salaries with Nigerian money. Government has nothing to do in business. If you want to tell me that the business is successful, what I would like to know is how much the business makes. How much the business makes as what do you call it, as contributing factor to the GDP. How many people they pay salary, and what they contribute to the economy. How much goods they export to overseas to earn foreign currency. You understand? So let's go back to ADC and APC. I continue to maintain that a business without competition will always be a one-man business, and the tendencies of monopoly will always be there. So if APC has 70 people in the Senate and others are sharing the remaining 30-something, it's not healthy at all.
It's not healthy.
It's not healthy. Because what it means is that anything that comes to the Senate just goes. And then a little money will be just, tipped to all these people.
Exactly.
It doesn't
and that's why
sense.
any initiative brought in by the president, nobody questions it.
Nobody questions anything. So if ADC will make an impact, I think they should start by giving us their manifesto.
Do you think it will be too early for them to give a manifesto?
It's not too early. If you're honest to yourself. If you're honest to yourself and you want to do something, you tell people what you want to do and insist on doing it. And people will key into it. If you tell people what you want to do and they see that you've given honest submissions, people will key into your ideas. But if you come and tell people, when I go in, I will do this, they've been hearing such stories. So there's something different.
Don't you think if they release their manifesto, it could be replicated?
Replicated by who?
By the current government of the day.
Because people know that the current government is not doing anything as of now. So how do you want to replicate what others have said when you are not doing anything, when you have the machete, you hold the machete at the head, and you are not cutting grass, you are not killing somebody. Then when somebody says he will kill somebody, you will now go to struggle with the person. It doesn't work that way. Yes, the government, I'm not saying that outrightly the APC is not doing anything. At least they've been able to sustain the dollar for a couple of months at 1,500, 1,550, between 1,500 and 1,550. That's something good.
All right, Mr. Dan, you're the former chairman of the National Association of Gas Marketers, Southeast and South region.
Yes.
And I'm sure in that process you were able to provide job opportunities for a lot of young Nigerians. Were you able to do that? Can you tell us an estimate of how many employment opportunities you were able to create?
Right now I have about 150 people working for me.
That's you as
working for me as an individual. I have gas plants.
You have gas plants.
Yes.
As of then, when you were still the chairman, how many recorded were you and your team able to employ?
You mean
when you were the chairman of
okay, when I was the chairman of the gas marketers, the chairman of gas marketers is an association that incorporates the directors of gas plants. So you have to be a gas plant owner to be a member of the association.
Can you explain this gas plant thingy?
Okay, gas plant is just the gas plants you see everywhere.
Okay.
All these gas plants where they dispense gas.
Okay.
Cooking gas plants.
Okay.
Yes, you see them. We have a lot of them in Lagos.
Oh, okay.
Our present chairman is Olu Tokumbo.
Okay.
Olu Bosun. So you have to have a gas plant to become a member of the National Association of Liquefied Petroleum Gas Marketers.
Okay.
So you have to be a director of at least 1 or 2 gas plants. You understand? So we have been in it for a very long time. I went into the gas business in 1990. I built my first gas plant in 1996.
Wow.
Yes, I got my license in 1996. I started it in about 1994. So then coming from there, we've expanded to so many states. Yes.
So
expanded to so many
what
states.
are the qualifications you look for? If at all you need to, if anyone is interested in it or to get a job in it, what are the prerequisites?
As it stands now, gas business is going down.
It's going down.
I will tell you that the way it's going,
come closer to the mic.
the way it's going, because of the monopoly and because of the self-centeredness of some people, the business is going down, and very soon so many gas plants will begin to
shut down.
Just quote me. Because of the monopoly. You know what happens in Nigeria? People don't think of people just like to, clamp on existing businesses and trash them. No person thinks of going to establish something different from what others are doing.
So they will copy you.
They will copy whatever they see that is a little bit viable instead of going to establish other things. So they've clamped on this gas business, and there are so many. It's good somehow, But because of the way it's going,
Yeah.
I don't think it's very healthy.
So what you're complaining about, is it the lack of creativity in that business, or is it the fact that certain persons are taking advantage? What exactly is the challenge?
Okay, the challenge, for instance, is that the gas we use in Nigeria, sometime about 5 years or 10 years ago, 5 years ago, was actually charged in foreign currencies.
Okay.
So what I really mean by that is that they started rating the purchase of gas in Nigeria with what they buy in overseas or what they sell gas in overseas.
Okay.
There are platforms where they sell this gas.
Okay.
Those platforms are, the other one is there's two platforms that determine the price of gas on daily basis. So these two platforms determine the price that gas is sold elsewhere, all around the world. And then Nigeria copied it and started selling gas to people in Nigeria at the same price that you would buy it from the United States and you would buy it from UK or from every other place, which is totally wrong. Because these cars we buy, for instance, the Japanese cars we buy in Nigeria, for instance, you buy Japanese cars for 50 million, 100 million. If you go to Japan, you buy it for equivalent of 10 million. Because these cars are produced in Japan. You don't go to Japan, you don't go to UK. I've been to all these places. I've been to everywhere. To Germany, Holland, Belgium, all these places. China, everywhere. The things they produce, that is why they so much believe in exporting these goods so that they make foreign currency. The ones they sell to their people in their locality is sold to them in the local price. Because it's supposed to be their product. This is your product.
That is how they sell it there. That is how they sell it there.
That is how they sell it there. Whatever you produce in any country is sold to them
at their own
product.
local price.
Yes.
But here, it's not done.
But here, it's not done like that. It's not done like that. Here they tell you that you have to price the gas by a certain index. They say you have to price it by, I don't know if the other one is what is the name of the other one? The other one is I've forgotten their names, but I know them at the back of my notes. It's just that I've forgotten them right now. So they charge us according to, these are the gas that are extracted from Nigerian soil here. You don't make any further expenses apart from extracting them, purifying them, and storing them. And most of the gas, remember that most of the gas is being flared.
Yes.
It's being flared. So how can you flare gas, throw gas away, and then you hold the people to ransom? Most of these poor people don't even have money enough to buy. Oh, I cry sometimes. I use my money to pay for gas for some people sometimes. You will see somebody who comes to a gas plant with 12.5 kg, only to buy 2 kg in it. Or 1 kg in it. And he will be carrying a very big size of cylinder. You will think he has bought gas. And these are the things that the tax collectors will be looking at. This man is selling. They're carrying. He wouldn't know that no gas plant is performing now, apart from a very few. Most of them are dead because no person buys. Gas is supposed to be a poor man's, means of cooking.
And we have it. This is our natural resource.
This is our natural resource, and I will tell you that Nigeria rates among the highest producers of gas in the world. There is gas everywhere. There is gas. Don't be surprised that if they check well in Lagos, you discover gas. There is gas in Benue, there is gas in Anambra, there is gas in
Imo. I heard Imo is the highest.
There is gas in Port Harcourt, everywhere. Yes. So why don't you give it to the people? Give it to the people. Gas is not supposed to sell more than 2,000 naira or 3,000 naira per 12.5 kg.
Yes. That's what it used to be. Because I don't this.
So when did it get to this point? Who are the? Why is this not reviewed?
I will tell you one thing. Corruption is part of it. I'm sorry to say it, but corruption is part of it. Yes, there are people at the head who think that money is everything.
That's all they consider.
Yes, that's what they consider as the priority they have in life.
But there's something I really want to say. There's something I really want to say, because this thing you said is what we've been, we've been saying a lot of things about it. Even during the time of cement, I remembered that time before Dangote took over cement, it was less than 1,000 naira. It was less than 1,000 naira. Now, that cement in Ogun State, that is made in Ogun State here, is around 11,000 naira now.
That's it.
From 900 naira to 11,000 naira. You see, now that thing is taken from the ground, grinded, burnt, and everything. And then the question is, before he took over, it was 900 naira. It was the same cement.
So, and there was
the same material.
I think we had Lafarge, there's Boa, there's
that was the same material.
Cement.
Now,
there are other elephants. I think that's brand.
So many of them.
So many of them.
So the same thing with this fuel, this petrol we're talking about. When Jonathan wanted to remove the subs, he said if I remove it, the price will go to around 240 something. They kick against him massively. Now we are buying it for close to 1,000 naira, and it's still the same Nigeria. It's still the same Nigeria.
And they also tell you it is subsidized.
I don't know. Then the same that this gas.
The subsidy is then.
All right.
Look at. Sorry.
Let's take some calls, Mr. Lawal.
Okay.
The number to call is 080-3692-9933. Austin, I need the phone. 080-3692-9933. That is the number. And the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. 080-3692-9933, and the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. That's the WhatsApp number. So while Austin is getting the phone ready for me, you can actually call via the WhatsApp. Let's get to hear from you. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello.
Good evening, Esther.
Good evening, Mr. Robert. Where are you calling us from?
My name is Robert. Thank God you call my name.
It's on
I
WhatsApp.
greet Mr. Akudayo. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. You're welcome.
And our able businessman. I'm really enjoying you, sir. God bless you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Esther, what I want to say is that the way I look at Nigeria is like most leaders that are vying for the post of that president, they are not here to serve. It's like they see Nigeria as a business place where people will just come, and cash out at their, opportunity, the lowest opportunity. Like what you people are discussing in the studio now. Look at the economy today. People are suffering. People cannot eat. And somebody is doing policy that will yield profit in 8 years or 10 years or 15 years to come. What about if people that are hungry not live up to that age? Who will the project benefit? I don't understand the way people, especially this Tinubu, the way it's running his government, is surprising to me. We pray that God should give us a good leader that think of the masses though. Honestly, these people do not have the masses at their heart. They are just doing whatever they like to enrich their pockets. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you for calling. All right. 08036929933. Hello, good evening. Welcome. Hello. Hello, can you hear me? All right, 08036929933. That is a number to call. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name, please?
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm enjoying it at the conference, brother.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I'll speak later, Mr. Kundayo.
Good evening, sir.
Other guy there.
Mr. Dan, yeah.
Yeah. I want to comment for the coastal Calabar Highway.
Okay.
Like what Mr. Kundayo said is truth. When you take that road for 2 lanes, it will be easy to run. But if you take it in a large like that, people may be running too much speed and it's going to cause some problems. You understand? But if they take it as a 2 lane, at least
Hello?
all the way there on the road will know how to maneuver themselves. But if you take it large in that form, it's going to be too much speed and it's going to cause a lot of problems. That is what I want to comment on that road.
Okay.
Thank you. Good evening.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you,
evening. Hello. Good evening. How are you? Hello. All right. 08036929933. Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, Sister Esther.
Good evening, sir. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm Mr. Peter Nwija calling from Satellite.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I want to thank Mr. Kundayo and
Mr.
my
Dan.
brother Dan.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
When
you.
them there, oh,
Thank you, brother.
yeah.
Darling.
Daddy Dana. Okay, yeah, let me go straight. You see, sometimes when we look at our leaders, we discover that most of them are not businessmen. And when you are not a businessman, there is no way you can drive economy. Just look at what that man was expressing to us right now. He has been to places. Any product that is made in a particular place must be subsidized for the people that are the indigenous or the people that are in that country, so that they can afford it. In other words, they will be beneficiaries of that thing that is being produced in their country before it will be exported.
Yes.
Okay, like what you just exposed to us now, there are gas everywhere. See, I am one of the people that will carry 12 kg to the station and buy 2 kg. I must tell you the fact. It is happening everywhere. Even one of my in-laws used to buy 1 kg, and he has 12 kg cylinder.
Yes.
Is this how we're going to run a nation? And these people, the only thing they go to abroad to go, they will go and lodge our money that they have looted from our treasury, go and keep it and come back. They will not come and know what they can do with it in Nigeria. Is that how we're going to talk about leaders? So that is why we are clamoring about P2B and other people that will come along with him. Atiku is okay, he's also a businessman.
Savvy, right? You think they're going to they're going to infuse their wealth of doing business?
Yes.
Yes, of course, they have the knowledge. They will infuse the knowledge into the economy.
So is it that the current crop of leaders we have don't know, or it's just that there is no political will?
No
like you
way.
Said, they just
What is Akpabio doing before he came to Senate? What is his business? All of them. What was the viable business that every one of them is doing? A nation that is not business driven will fall into a ditch. Most of them they don't have business acumen. Rather than stealing and going to keep our money in abroad, all the money that our batch has stole and keep them in abroad, what did they use it for? As they are bringing that money, do they give those money to industrialists to establish one thing or the other? And every one of us are running to China to go and produce. Thank God for the Igbo men. They are bringing the Chinese people to come and be producing here. Go to Alaba, go to everywhere. They are bringing them to come and be producing here. What are our politicians doing? Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much. Hello, good evening.
Hello,
How are you? Good evening,
evening.
sir. Good evening. Sorry for keeping you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, very well. I can hear you. Welcome. What's your name?
Yes, good evening. This is Stitches.
Stitches. Welcome, Stitches.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Please go ahead.
So, from what I just heard now, the thing just really struck me. Say, when I never know, say this country. I don't know why I'm hearing myself is blabbing, but I'll keep talking if you can understand. If you can hear me.
I can hear you.
No, never know. Say this country, instead of them to really subsidize this made in Nigeria, they made us to Nigeria. When you say made in Nigeria things, at some point, people don't believe in made in Nigeria things. If you say it was made in Nigeria, they say everything is not foreign. They now make you to not respect our home Nigeria made, instead of them to say, make us they buy our own things. So this country, they don't really have anything in mind when they are coming to power. All they just want to do is make them go there, go sign their own name, say, I was once the governor, or I was once this, I did this. That's why your president came. He starts with national anthem, so that in the future, if I tell you saying you put a name for Guinness Book of Record, then in the future, once they mention Nigeria president, they go call his name put. That's what all of them come to do. They just come to do one or two things to suit themselves. Nobody have any plan for us. So that's just all I just want to contribute to these things.
All right. Thank you so much, Stitches. Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Hello, Esther. Good evening.
Ben, how are you? Welcome. Good evening.
I know my sister.
All right.
Mr. Dan, good evening, and Lawai Kunda.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Esther, you people are right, especially your guests. You see, politicians have failed us, army generals have failed us, intellectuals have failed us. It is only a trader that they should give another chance to now. That person is P2B. This one you are talking about opposition. P2B said that he will make a law that nobody will defend. And he wants to work with 100% opposition. That he did it in Anambra State. Maybe VOPS, you people played it last 2 Sundays.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because he trusts himself. Everybody wants Nigeria to work. And the one thing I want you to know is that it is only one man that is needed to change this country, not plenty people. Only one man that have the capacity. If you check in the Bible, it's only one man God will use to change a generation. In every generation, God will call a man. Plenty people doesn't make difference. It's only one man. Look at America. It's not Trump. When Trump is talking, you say, I don't like this. But he doesn't say America. You will never hear Trump say America. He say, I don't like it. When he's speaking to Russia as a country, we say, I. We need a man that has capacity. If you bring a man that has capacity, he will fix the institutions. You say judiciary will work. ESPC, all the anti-graft agency, military, police, all of them will wake up by fire by force. All the financial institutions, they will wake up. Because if you do nonsense, the law will handle you. Institutions will be made strong. All these people that are ruling us, they are making strong men. But when a man that has capacity comes, he will fix institutions. And he will just go and relax and be watching. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Ben. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Esther. Good
Yes,
evening.
Good evening. How are you? Welcome.
Good evening, Mr. Kundaya and Mr. Ben. This is John Legend.
Good evening, sir.
You see, the problem we are having in this country is that our government, even me, I make bags here in Lagos. If I manage to work for the government, maybe for election or what, even any money they give me as an advance for the job, they will not finish the money. They will not pay me the remaining balance. I mean, a federal government, even the state government, even the local government itself. I'm talking to you. Even as I'm talking to you now, for almost some years now, I'm working with India woman. And the bag I'm making in Nigeria here, with even our own fabrics here, with Ankara, that Ankara you wear there, she is shifting it to Dubai on Friday. We have people that can work. We have the wisdom. We have the capacity. We have the machinery. The problem we are having here is our government. They don't want to support us. I know how much ordinary light I'm using. I know how much I use 3 days. Even most of my workers, I cannot be able to work with them again. I don't even have more staff because I cannot be buying lights and also still paying my staffs. Or even if the staff, the ones that are supposed to learn work from me, they cannot even pay transport to come to learn work. So we are having a challenge, and that Mr. Ben there, let him enlighten us about this gas of ethane. Because even I thought that even the gas is even whether we are exporting it, because the way we are buying the gas, I don't know whether it's even higher than the petrol we used to buy. Since we still have it here, we cannot have access to buy gas that we even have in Nigeria. Where are we moving to? Must we very soon we start importing ordinary water that we drink? This is not a government now. Think of it, it's not a government. Thank you,
John. Mr. Dan, I think a lot of people are actually interested in this line of business, but you said something here. You said it used to be a thriving business, but right now, with the way the economy is, with things are done, the selfish interest and corruption, you're seeing a lot of gas plants shutting down. So what can be done to resuscitate it? What can be done? Don't you guys have conversations? You have a union.
Let me go back to what I was saying. Yes, I've just remembered. I was telling you about the pricing index that they use, the Argus and Mont Belvieu.
Okay, those are the names you were.
Those are the names I was thinking about.
Okay.
Yes, the Mont Belvieu and the Argus are what they use to determine the price they sell gas to us in Nigeria. These are international pricing index. So what it means is that the poor people in the village, the poor people on the streets, the granite fryers and all these people who use gas will be paying at the price the white man that earns $20,000 a month is buying gas. I don't know what I understand. The people with minimum wage of 70,000 naira will be buying 1 cylinder of gas at 15,000 naira.
And the white
man that is earning $20,000 is buying gas. How do we think? Initially, let me tell you why I said that the whole thing has degenerated. Initially, in the 90s and the early 2000s, we used to go to, if you have a gas plant, you will get what is called what is it called again? It's called, I'm thinking this off-taker has taken this. It is called you will have to have the distributorship, kind of. Let me use the literal language that every person will understand. So this distributorship will enable you to take gas directly from NNPC.
Okay.
At the end of every month, they distribute gas to the existing gas plants.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
So when they distribute this gas to existing gas plants, you know the number of trucks that is allocated to you.
Okay.
You go to the refineries or to wherever the gas is available and pick them. And because there is a price index, you know, you can't sell more than what is a direct sale between the producers and the distributors.
Okay.
There is no middleman.
Okay.
But now, why I told you that there is a lot of corruption, I am proud to say it, because as I talk to you, if care is not taken, I will close down all the gas plants and shut down. And nothing will happen. I will shut down.
Nothing will happen because you made your money.
Disperse the people and paying salaries. Every person will go to the government. This is the level it has gotten to. Because of the greed of a few people. These people that are pricing this in with the price of Agus and the Mont Bellevue are the people who sit on big seats and roll their seats in NLNG and in all these people, all these places. They distribute gas to people who don't even have gas plants, and then they will sell back to the people who own gas plants in the name of off-taker. It is very disheartening. And we have to go back to reality. We have to go back to critical thinking. If not, the country has collapsed. It's just...
For you to sound like
this.
For
me to sound like this on the television.
How bad
is to tell you how bad it is. It is as bad as this. If any person wants to come for me, let them come. I don't give a damn. I'm telling you the truth. Because I've been to all other parts of the world. I've lived in almost everywhere. And I know that everything thrives on justice. Everything thrives on meritocracy. Everything thrives on honesty, transparency.
Why is that a problem?
I don't know. Every person in Nigeria thinks that making money and the massive money is the end of everything.
Massive money for
they
themselves.
Keep this money in overseas.
It's not distributed.
It's not distributed.
The wealth is
and that
not
is
shared.
why we have this insecurity. And it will continue to be there until we begin to do this kind of critical thinking that will enable us to see our fellow citizens. Look at them as yourself. Look at them as your sons.
No empathy.
Look at them. Yes, no empathy. Look at them as your sons. Look at them as your partner in business. We are partners in business to develop this country, Nigeria. And the only way we can develop this country and let this country make this country to thrive is by making.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
By closing the gap between the very poor and the
very rich. Sir?
Thank you.
It's Koboko talking.
Koboko, please go ahead.
Yes. The thing that is affecting Nigeria exportation is number one, high cost of life, high cost of chemical imports, extortions everywhere, bad road, killer taxes, exchange rate, farmers being killed. Are you hearing me? Esther, when my brother was telling you about gas, you were amazed. Now listen to your natural resources. Nigerians 44 natural resources. Number one, manganese. Number two, tantalum. 3, cassiterite. 4, copper. 5, tin. 6, nickel. Bioxide, aluminum ore. Iron ore. Gold. Silver. Diamond. Gold. Limestone in Owokude and Okel and Abuja. Neodymium. Lead for the radio link. Zinc. Tar for powder. Rock salt. Gypsum. Bitumen. Nigeria, the world's second largest bitumen deposit. Gemstone. Kaolin. Tantalite. Columbite. Uranium. Lithium. Crude oil.
Tantalite, yes.
Californium. Salt bar in Calabar and Abakaleke. Benzene. Graphite.
You are very grounded.
Enamel.
He's grounded.
Clay. Laterite. Palm tree. Barium. Titanium. Steel. Borax.
All right.
Gas, my brother is talking about. Platinum. Magnesium. And glass. Nigeria don't have any issue to be poor. We're supposed to be collecting 100,000 naira without working out of going to 300 million Nigerians. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Our leaders are not doing well for Nigerian citizens.
Yes.
So, concerning what they are saying that they don't have manifesto, why will you say APC don't have manifesto? They have manifesto in subsidy removal, 4 billion naira climatic change, SUVs, 90 billion naira last year, pay aircraft, house for Nigerian countries, and everything to the manifesto. But I want to tell you something. The only difference between you, me, and the guest, and me and Nigerian government, they have opportunity. Maybe tell them those two persons. But I want to run off. Remember that India ran away with the towel. Hitler, you know how it ended. You know, everybody was saying if the emperor ended. They're not better for me and you. They're not past me and you. Now, I like a judiciary. Now, I like a judiciary put them there. They're not better for us. Nigeria cannot eat. We cannot drink orange. We cannot chop apple. Come on, Mr. Mojo. We don't get up. Grab power. Grab her.
Koboko,
What are you doing? What are you looking?
Thank you very much. Thank you, Koboko. Hey, Koboko.
And let me tell you something about agriculture. When the farmer harvests his crops, his problem starts. To bring it to the place where he's going to transport it, one problem. When he gets to where he's going to transport it, another issue. By the time the vehicle is transporting it, police will collect money, area boy will collect money, government will collect. In fact,
Good evening.
How are you?
How are you, ma? Well done, ma.
Thank you so much, sir. Please, what's your name?
Greetings to the truth.
From the town of injustice. All right, go ahead.
Exactly, ma. In a nutshell, thank those gentlemen, the wise men who are with you over there.
All right, Mr. Tan, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank them for me. They've spoken the truth, nothing but the truth. When a wicked man rules, the people mourn. And when a righteous man rules, people laugh and joy. All our leaders, they are wicked. Damn wicked. Maltreating the masses. That's what happened in Egypt when Pharaoh was maltreating the children of God, the Israelites. And all of us know the end. Our politicians, our leaders, the senators, the House of Reps, you just mentioned those in power now. They don't have truth. They don't have the fear of God. They don't have conscience. They want to embezzle wealth for their 20 generations to come. See Yaya Bello paying for school fees. Their when his son or the children are not yet there, that's the government, all of them put on. They will pay for it. They will pay for the way they are treating the masses. The gentleman there, we want those people who lead us to Canaan land. And our Moses is Peter Obi. Thank you, ma.
Thank you, Mr. Truth. Thank you so much. 08036929933. 08036929933. That's the number. And the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. 0817-1756-338. That is the WhatsApp number. All right. I will soon begin to take your messages after this call. Hello. Good evening. Welcome. What's your name? Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Thank you.
The darkness in Nigeria is so much that it improves the dark to improve it. So we know all these things. It's like your mother selling rice, cooked rice. Then you cannot eat rice. Is it not madness? In fact, it is high time we throw the pot of rice away and fight. That's the only thing. They are even threatening. 2027, there is no amount of threatening, both in Lagos here, that will solve their problem. Because we are going to face them real. It's not the local government they did. That one is the local government. But this time around, we must face them. They're going to know where. Otherwise,
all right. Thank you very much.
Yes, that we hear it, we think.
Thank you very much. All right. Let me take some messages. Good evening, Esther. $47 million and $21 million for what? There is no check and balances after getting this money. President Tinubu should please spare our lives from debt. Okay. Good evening, Esther. Good evening to you too. How are you? Thank you very much. I'm fine. Good evening, Esther and your guest. Please, I want to ask, with all this borrowing by Tinubu's administration, where are the money believed to have been saved from the so-called subsidy removal? Or are we in for another one-chance journey with the APC? Peter Igboneku from Oshodi. Esther, good evening. Sorry, Mr. Dan. My name is Buje from Benin. I sent this message to you yesterday. My observation about the Igbo's marginalization in Nigeria is the fact that Igbo people are stubborn and saucy. Okay, that's not the conversation we're having now. This is not an Igbo thingy conversation. I'm sorry. Good evening, Esther and the guests in the house. Peter Obi has two names: Obisitamol 500 milligrams and Pitacitamol 1000 milligrams. 1. Obisitamol 500 milligrams is an antibacterial used to cure the wounds for Nigerians that was caused by the APC government. 2. Pitacitamol 1000 milligrams is another sleepless night drug specifically made for APC members. It's so powerful. Williams from Iowa. Williams. Hey. Good evening, Esther and the guests in the house. All right, thank you very much. Good evening to you. Good evening, Esther. You said people work in Lagos and go to rent houses in Ibadan. Please, Esther, take it easy with the lies. Shego from Alagbado. Yes, it's not a lie.
How is it a lie?
It's not a lie, Shego. I think some people are not well traveled. They've not gone out of their own comfort zone. So their orientation and exposure is very limited. Yes. And the only thing they get to gain understanding from is social media. I've observed it. Some people speak from a prism of limited exposure and myopathy.
Yes, you just stand in front of the system and type.
Yes. And then they follow what is being... Yes, they follow,
let me tell him
follow
something.
What's been said on social media. Are you serious? That means you're not working, Mr.
Esther, let me tell him something. Go to Isale Oko. You see people that sleeps in front of the shops. Weekend they will go to Ibadan. Monday they will come back and they don't have they sleep in front of the shops.
What are you talking about?
And they wake up.
Even in Abuja, people come all the way from Nasarawa.
Shegu from Alagbado, you need to be more observant. In this
even
Lagos,
people come from Ogun State.
Lagos is a commercial hub center. So because of the people don't mind, they just want to get a job. But if they're not able to afford housing here and it's cheaper somewhere, they don't mind taking that travel.
I know some who are their managers.
In the offices.
They drive every day.
They will sleep in, even if there is no accommodation in that office. They will stay. They know how they do it. They'll stay in the office. Then weekend they'll go home. Sunday night or Monday they'll come back to the office.
No, Monday
that's how
morning.
they cope. Or Monday
I know many. Even in Ogun State.
Wake up from your slumber. Be waking up. Open your eye.
From Lagos, they drive across that third mainland
from
bridge
your limited
to Ogun State.
Good evening, S and
every
guest.
day.
Please make Mr. Ekundayo to for instance. He was simply asked about the viability of investing at this moment, the resources available to the Lagos to Calabar coastal roads. And instead of answering it, he was trying to end the discussion by talking about it.
I don't understand.
All right, okay, we don't hear. Esther, may the soul of Bola. Oh, this one is trying to crack joke with Akpabio. What Akpabio said. Good evening, Esther Wachuku, Mr. Kunda. Solomon Aska from Mushi. Borrowing money is good, assuming it's being used judiciously for its purpose and not consumption. Lagos-Calabar Rail is an elephant project that will never come to fruition. Imagine going back to tolling, which was dismantled by Obasanjo's administration due to corruption. Why not maintain the old roads like Lagos-Shagamu Benin Road and tolling it back again? Esther Wachuku, our 001 is master strategy. Nobody advises strategists. The question we should be asking is, did they consider the masses in their plans? Answer, no, Ugo. Esther, why are you surprised? These people don't think before they speak. I wonder how their children will be looking at them. Frank from Isolo Oshodi. All right, good evening, Esther Machuku. Nigeria is under state capture. We need, as a matter of urgency, to take our country back. Okay? Good evening, Esther and the guests in the studio. Are you sure that it's not Bola Tinubu that you guys, please don't follow Godswill Akpabio. He needs to regulate how he talks. Paul from Mushin, all these borrowers against 2027 election because they know ADC coalition is bad market for APC in 2027 election. Paul from Mushin, I can't blame Akpabio's angry that Nigerians is wanting somebody through them, but I don't know if they understand the importance of change before the worst happens to somebody. Good evening, Esther, and good people in the studio. Truth be told, this APC government doesn't have any good intention for the suffering masses. It's unfortunate that Nigeria has been captured by just one man and his cohorts for their own selfish interest. Is it the National Assembly that is rubber stamped by one man? INEC, police, judiciary, armed forces, just name it. Nigerians, wake up and take this country back now. Enough is enough. Boyson from Afro Media. Good evening to you, SM. Silawala, our guest in the house. Akwabi is a clown. Hope Uzodinma made the same blunder in the church. Akwabi also fumbled when he was reading budget 2024. He couldn't recognize billions and trillions, even millions like Monday Okpebolo. Imagine Senate President making silly mistakes. From Madam Peace in Barawa. VOP, good evening. I am Master Po. I felt Akwabi exposed his true mindset and feeling concerning Jagaban. Really, it was a sleep for you guys. I remember when that thing happened as well. Mr. Lawal Kundari were here, right? So that kind of sleep too happened. And I said, Jesus Christ, it will never happen in Jesus' name. Like, I literally prayed over it. So it was a sleep. But it's just that Akwabi is used to sleeping. He's always sleeping. All right. Okay, at all, because I'm aware that hidden truth or secrets can be exposed unexpectedly. If the holder is under intoxication, imagine the head of our lawmakers giving impression that our amiable president was buried. This is his wish for president, not a mistake. Are you sure? I don't want to think so. I don't want to think so. I think Buhari's administration is too recent. Some people still even mistakenly call President Muhammadu Buhari. Good evening, Esther. Extend my greetings to the guests. I love your program. Bola, I'm finished Nigeria. Nothing good will come. I only borrow dollars and divide within themselves. Pato, my name is from Ushadi. All right, Mr. Pato, well done. Esther, okay. ADC cannot tell you what they have agreed behind closed doors. Please, let's wait and see what they will come up with. Nana from Ekbeda. Good evening, gentlemen and Esther. The gaffes from Hope Uzodinma and Akwabi might be the gods revealing to us things about to come. As for being a president without control of the National Assembly, Nigerian shameless politicians I know will compete to defect to the ruling party. It's not a difficult thing. From Chief Udo. All right, good evening, Madam Esther, Mr. Lawal Kundaya, Mr. Dan. May God continue to strengthen you guys always. In VOP, thank you very much, Mr. Daniel. You have actually made my day. Please, in the issues bothering on Nigeria's continuous money borrowing, I've always thought that the major problem of Nigeria as a nation is mismanagement of public funds. In fact, there will never be a way out of an indebted country. Meanwhile, must Nigerians borrow to succeed as a nation? Nigeria has been borrowing since the independence, yet nothing has been seen to have been done with the borrowed millions of dollars, thereby which has made Nigerians highly impoverished all year long. Meanwhile, what happens to millions of revenues and tax-generated funds, which comes into the federal government bursary on daily basis, especially in a country like Nigeria that was largely blessed with natural mineral resources? However, wisdom demands that every borrowed money should be used for investment, not to be pocketed or shared by a few political individuals. So what I am trying to say is, until this country stops borrowing money, Nigeria would not be free from national economic slavery. Royal Apostle from Ijegun, Lagos. Esther, good evening. If any opposition say what they want to offer, that will amount to campaign, which is against the law. So don't expect it now. IK from Ikoton. Thank you very much, IK, for that. He's referring to the manifesto. When you were saying they should declare the manifesto, he said it's not yet time. INEC has not released a timetable, given any permission for that. All right, the way our leader is governing us is questionable. I'm not sure they have human feelings. Nigerians should use their votes to pack this current regime out in 2027. Adedamola is my name, from Ijegun, Lagos. Right, let me see. Good evening. Please tell Shagun to, okay, it will something, okay, all right. Thank you very much. Esther, good evening, Esther. Wow, this message is long. Oh, sorry. Please pick my call. Don't worry, I'll try to pick the call. All right. Hello. How are you?
All right. Good evening, Esther.
How are you today?
I'm very, very fine today.
Please tell us what's the interesting package you have for us.
All right. Once again, my name is Victor from Kudos Homes Limited, and I'm here to talk about all the wonderful packages we have in our Kudos Homes estate and also investing in properties. So if you're out there, you've been thinking, this little money that I have, what will I do with it? In fact, this second half of the year is running very, very fast. So you should be thinking of a property investment that you should have and that will stand the test of time for you, because property investment is the only investment that can outlive every generation. So now let me quickly talk about the different locations where we have our properties. So here in Lagos, we have in Agbowa Ikorodu, and the name of our estate in Agbowa Ikorodu is called Kudu City. Now Kudu City is currently selling for 1.5 million naira per plot. So with 1.5 million naira, you own a plot of land in Kudu City, Agbowa, Ikorodu, and you can start with an initial deposit of 200 or 300, and you spread the remaining payment for 3 months. Also, we have in Omuketu Ekpe. Now, the name of our estate in Omuketu Ekpe is called Kudos Heritage. Kudos Heritage is currently running a promo. Now, the name of the promo is called the Instant Allocation Promo. So, instead of getting Kudos Heritage for 2.5 million naira, you can get it for just 1.5 million naira now. So with 1.5 million naira, you own a plot of land in Kudos Heritage, Omu, Ketu, Ekpe. So you are saving yourself 1 million naira. That's about 40% discount on that property. Also in Omuketu Ekpe, we have Kudos Height. Kudos Height is currently selling for 4.5 million naira per plot. Now, the beauty why these estates are in Omuketu Ekpe is because Ekpe is a fast rising city. What I mean fast rising city, so many major developments are coming towards that axis. Like we have the Lagos State Food Security and Logistic Hub. We also have the Lagos State, the proposed Lagos State, that's Film City. So if you are talking about all of these things, they are coming to Ekpe. And the phone number to call is 0905 904 7514. If you want to get any of our estates, the number to call again is 0905 904 7514. Now let's go to Delta State, where we have the Fairview Estate Phase 2, which is located in Ibuzo main town. And Fairview Estate Phase 2 is currently selling for 2.5 million naira per plot. And we also have Kudos Height, another Kudos Height in Delta State, in Ibuzo as well, and is along St. Thomas College Road, and Kudos Height is selling for 1.5 million naira per plot. And we also have Kudos Court, which is also located in Ibuzo, and Kudos Court is going for 4.5 million naira per plot. Now, all of these estates in Ibuzo are very close to the Asaba International Airport. They are also close to the first and second Niger Bridge. So many amazing infrastructural developments are within that area. So if you are thinking of a place to own a property, Ibuzo is a choice location for you. And if you want to get it now, the number to call is 0905 904 7514. 0905 904 7514. Now we encourage you to come for inspections. Now every Thursdays and Saturday here in Lagos we go for inspections. So if you want to join us tomorrow, like tomorrow is a Thursday, and if you want to join us to go see our property location, you can come to our office. You can join us tomorrow. We have different pickup location, so we go every Thursdays and Saturday. You can join us tomorrow. And in Delta State we go every day, excluding on Sundays. So you can come to our Delta State office, and then we'll take you to this site so that you can go and see. So when you see these properties, then you can start making your plans. In fact, when you see that you love them, and then you can call us to invest. So the number to call is 0905 904 7514. 0905 904 7514. Our office address here in Lagos is at number 171 Egbeda Idimo Road, Abule Odu bus stop, Egbeda, Lagos. 171 Egbeda Idimo Road, Abule Odu bus stop, Egbeda, Lagos. We have our offices in Delta State, and also you can meet us on social media. Our social media handle on Facebook and on Instagram is at Kudos Homes Limited. And if you want to get more information about our company, you can visit our website www.kudoshomesLimited.com. And to go for inspection, to own our property, the number to call is 0905 904 7514. 0905 904 7514.
Thank you so much, Victor, for that. Okay, let's get on to the program. I'd like to take a few messages so that Mr. Dan and Mr. Lawal Kundaya can give us a round off of what I have to say. So, this person says, you didn't tell us your name, oh. You didn't tell us your name. Please, good evening, Esther. Can Mr. Lawal remember Lekki before 1998 or Igondo when the road was opened up by Tinubu's government today? Land in Igondo is selling nothing less than 30 million naira. Not to talk of Aja. Nothing bad in borrowing to build infrastructure. But unpatriotic, insincere Nigerians must lament. Nothing new to us. Emmanuel. Please, Esther, can you remember me which state Obi governed? Is it Dubai or Heaven, Anambra? If it is earthly Anambra, your people are liars. Esther, take me to heavenly Anambra where Peter rules tomorrow. Please read my prayers. Okay. Now for you. Okay. Good evening. I am living in Ogun State and I'm working in Lagos State. Tochukwu Obizem from Egbeda Akumojo. Trust me, Tochukwu, I think that's Shegun guy. I think he hasn't moved out of that area where he stays. Okay. Good evening, Esther. It might not be Akpabio's fault, either the spirit of the innocent who has died mysteriously by headsmen, or it's a prophecy that will come to pass sooner. Please help tell Shegun to wake up from his sleep, perhaps. Thank God for living in Lagos and working in Lagos. Angel Michael. Yes, so I just said so. Okay. All right. This person says, read my message, oh. Your message long. Read my message, oh. Okay. Esther and the guests. In the same country, removal of subsidy, borrowing money or taxing the people is used for development. But here, your government borrows to loot, live their luxury lifestyle, wasteful and unnecessary traveling while they turn the country to a disaster. They turn the people to beggars in a mile during the midst of plenty. More than 7.2 million private, public and SMEs shut down because of this government obnoxious policies. Do you know the number of people that lose their jobs in these 2 years of nightmare of this government? Many professionals of jackmad, including doctors and nurses, other health professionals in other countries. These doctors are the highest paid in the world, unlike the president and other politicians, because they save lives. Okay, the worst of us is ruling best of us. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello. Oh. 08036929933. I will take 2 calls. Okay, we need to wrap up. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Esther, good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name?
My name is Bako, Mr. Vision.
Bako?
Yeah.
Bako, where are you calling from?
Okay, I'm calling from Lagos here.
All right, Mr. Bako, please go ahead.
First of all, I want to start with the abandoned project everywhere. This is not the first time we are seeing abandoned project. These politicians are just using this to cash out. You see, a government will come and start a project, and the next government will come and start another different project instead of completing the previous project. These are the problems we are facing every day because they want to scam us. These people are just there to cash out. So because if they complete the previous project, they will not make as much money as starting fresh. Now this one has gone to go and borrow money. This is worse than hush puppy. Now, let's leave that part and head to the issue of coalition, the ADC. They will not come out and tell you their manifestos now because you see the defection that is happening presently now. Atiku is at work. He knows the game. See, Atiku knows the game. Peter Obi owns the people. So Peter Obi owns the vote. Atiku is at work. Because APC think they can send their members to infiltrate other parties and cause problems, they will see worse problem. It has happened during the time of PDP, and APC will face it massively. Those people that are defecting, they are agents. They know what they are doing. The man says he can give money now. He's sharing money. Akpabio is his secretary who shares money, who send email to their money to their email boxes. So no problem. Everybody it's a national cake. They will go and take. But when the time comes, you will see these same people defecting to whom they wish to support. This is not
thank you
politics.
very much. I'll take one more call, all right, so that we can wrap up the conversation this evening. 0817-1756-338 or 08036929933. Hello, final caller for this evening. What's your name?
Hello, good evening, Esther.
Good evening. How are you, sir?
Yes, my name is Big Joe.
Bito.
Big Joe.
Big Joe. Wow, Big Joe, welcome.
I've been a very conversant talker to VOP, and I commend the gentlemen there who are more visionary to the explicitity of what is going in the world. So forget about that Shegun. Shegun is living in his parents' house. He doesn't know what is going on in Nigeria. So I commend them and let them continue to make sure that they get to the people, to the root, to get us somewhere. Yeah, because these are men.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So, Mr. Dan, just in less than a minute, can you kindly wrap up based on all the conversations? Well, what's your recommendation? For example, resuscitating the gas plants. That's that particular industry that is yours, that is a major contributor to creating job employment.
Okay, thank you very much for that question. If I were the leaders of Nigeria, or if by any chance I become one of the leaders, I would first of all begin to look downwards to the masses. Identify the problems of the masses. Because he who wears the shoes knows where it pinches. So those who are on the grassroots, because I'm in this gas business, I have the privilege to interact with people of the middle class, people of the top class, and people of the low class. So when you see them cry, you know their problems. So what I am advising the government is first of all to reduce the price of gas. There is nothing in it. You can reduce the price of gas and attract it by exporting it to the countries that will pay. Yes, but for the masses in Nigeria, for the poor people in Nigeria, they have to have gas at a very low price.
All right, Mr. Dan, thank you so much. Mr. Lawal, very briefly.
If I may advise government on that area, a normal government who wants development for his people don't overtax the people. They make money from outside.
Yes, they make
that's where you make money. Yes. This gas we are talking about is free. Where it is burnt away, it's wasted. So why do you have to squeeze Nigeria? Europe is looking for gas. In fact, it's looking for country to supply them with gas because they want to remove. They want to turn off the tap to Russia. They don't want to take gas from Russia. They are looking for alternative, and they are looking for Nigeria. But here, instead of you to send your people down there to see how we can, sell to them and make pounds and euro, you keep squeezing your people. Yes. So how do you? That's a good governance.
All right, Mr.
So the people, power belongs to the people. The people must wake up.
Yes. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Lawal Kundaya and Mr. Dan. Thank you so much. A couple of persons are already asking questions, the need job employment, how you can employ them and all of that. So maybe some of you that sent messages, I'll get back to you after the show. We'll send you messages on WhatsApp with that particular request that you made. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Esther Wachiku, ESTIQMEDIA on YouTube. Please kindly subscribe. Esther was on Instagram, ESTANWAZ, Esther Wachiku on Facebook, and at Esther Wachiku on X, that's Twitter. Lawal Kundaya on Facebook. Mr. Dan, what's the social media handle?
Myself?
Yes.
Well, I'm not a social media man.
Most businessmen, you not find them on social media.
Yes, I'm not on social media. I had my PhD in management, and that's all I have.
That's all you need.
That's all I have.
Mr. Dan.
And then I do my business religiously.
In the Igbo people, in Igbo men, they will not be on social media or business.
No, I don't have time for social media.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dan, for coming around. God bless you. Good night.